This is radio, TV, phono nut, and this little box just came in the mail. So let's open it up and see what's in it. Well, I see the presence of bubble wrap. That's a good sign. Getting so here lately, these eBay sellers seem to not know what bubble wrap is. They just know how to throw the item in a box and let it go. Alright. I know it doesn't look like much, and it's really not much in the grand scheme of things, but what we have here is a Soundesign AM FM portable radio, probably from about 86 or 87, and I base that date on the fact that my mother purchased one for me around that time period at the local Revco drugstore, which is was just a short distance from my house. They've been out of business probably since the early 90s. I don't remember what she paid for the radio, probably no more than 10 or 12 bucks, but you know, it don't matter what it costs, it's the thought that counts. Well, I used that radio probably up until the early 90s or so, and for what it did okay. It was enough to satisfy my 10 or 11-year-old mind. And then I bought a Zenith Royal 3000 transoceanic from an older guy that was moving to a retirement home, and then I don't remember what happened to the little Soundesign, but it disappeared. Well, anyway, I've been watching one on eBay, and the price finally came down to a level that I could deal with, so I went ahead and bought it. Now let's plug it up and see if it actually works. Here's the power cord and battery compartment. It operates off of 4 AA batteries.
March 30th, Saturday, March 31st, and Easter Sunday, April 1st. Every day by logic. Baby has a day, but today it ain't the same.
The camouflage off. They are now being... The GT Show. Super Talk, Mississippi.
It is so great to find it. It means so much to me.
The way they did health care.
That's the signal.
So we started to...
Encouraging A-Lab.
Well, it seems to do pretty good on FM. Let's try it on AM. And AM seems to be totally dead, so this is going to need a little repair work. Okay, let's get it down to the bench and see what we need to do. If we're lucky, all we'll need to do is clean the band switch. Here we are with the front off, and of course we have to remove more screws to get the circuit board out so we can get to everything. Here's the component side of the circuit board, only one screw holding it in, and then the rest of it's held in by these little, it just slides under these little clips here. Seems like whoever built this took some lessons from GE, and I'm really surprised. This seems to be all discrete components, as in transistors and such, no integrated circuits. I figured as new as this was, it would probably have maybe 1 or 2 ICs, and that would be it. I'll spray the band switch with our contact cleaner, and if we're lucky, that'll get AM back, and if not, we'll have to do some more extensive troubleshooting. Well, cleaning the band switch unfortunately did nothing, so this is going to require more extensive troubleshooting. All we're getting out of the speaker is a very, very faint hiss, and that's it, so this is going to need some work. Normally I wouldn't even be bothering with this, but since it has some sentimental meaning, I'd like to get it working again if I can. And I stand corrected, there is one IC here, as you can see. Most likely the audio output IC.
Start by mail. Improve engine performance with...
Okay, I don't know what happened there, but I was probing around and it popped in and then it popped out, so that tells us we have a loose connection somewhere. And those loose connections can be very tricky to find. Well, it turns out it is the band switch. It's making intermittent contact.
Because this is...
Okay, I cleaned the old switch as best I could. It's still flaky. I don't have anything I can replace it with, and getting something like what's in there to replace it is probably going to be difficult to impossible. So this is just one of those situations where we're just going to have to deal with it as best we can for now. It's not like I'm going to be using this every day.
Oh, at Rush Limbaugh, Humane Society of the United States.
Well, there's our weak 670, so don't pick it up as good as some radios, but it picks it up. So that's a good sign.
Secrets, those can be the... When I was 6. Barbecue barrels will be charged a vendor fee and brought on the fairgrounds. Hurry and get your ticket today. Meridian at Sam's Fashion in Philadelphia.
It's not like there's much on AM worth a flip. Well, for that matter, there's not much on FM worth a flip either. This is about the only station on AM that's halfway worth anything, and they're getting so they're playing more modern R&B and Southern soul and drifting away from the older stuff.
Men C.C. Adams
Giants. There you go. What a year.
Sports.
I mean it.
Gospel. R&B. Talk.
Most of you know that Truck Supply has been around.
And more talk. So that's pretty much what AM is around here.
Cool re-incense.
Now we have music on FM, but it's usually the same 50 songs played over and over again in automated format. You're not going to find many human DJs left on the local FM band anymore.
Crazy in the evening, otherwise overcast, warm, and humid with a little. Cloudy and not as warm with showers and thunderstorms, some heavy. The high will be 7.
Incentives are DE and give it 3 estimates and
5334. Start August. And when is up, cute?
Devil can get 4 foot.
Who made a mistake? And of course, everyone.
Okay, that's good. Alright. So now you know what kind of radio I listened to whenever I was a kid up until my early teenage years. Okay, thank you for watching, and more to come later.